EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A beautiful fake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Shotgun now for Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? From the 29, Breeze, and Thomas has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 29 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And there goes Mark Ingram. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go. Do it.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Mike, ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Return.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Breeze going to go on 4th down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly,
and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. 25 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but nope.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ingram's got the first down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. It's free. Check.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
He may try and run for this. He's got Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Jihad Ward in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Saints' 20-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. This time Jackson will throw it, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Nick Boyle. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
47. Here we go.
He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around? And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 71 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A huge loss on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On second and a long way to go. Jackson. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Cameron Jordan. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run it again with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 26.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? You ready? Let's go. Tight end left, tight end left.
A 10th carry for Kamara. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now Breeze on third down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A first down there on a pickup at 25.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a 1-score game. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson, options out left. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.